Welcome to Hypnosis Health Info. I'm Roger Moore. In my last video I talked about the inner child and the various parts, the various aspects of ourselves, and how all past thoughts, past memories, past emotions are stored in every cell of our body. And it's kind of like, you know, the newborn part of yourself is there, and the 1-year-old, the 3-year-old, the 5-year-old, the 9-year-old, 13-year-old, the 15, 18-year-old parts of yourselves, you know, the 20-year-olds and the 30-year-olds, they're all locked in there in every cell of our body. And at times they're very much alive. You know, there's that part of you that goes for that Ben & Jerry's ice cream, or goes for the chocolate, or goes for the cookies. In my case it was cinnamon rolls. It's like that part just totally comes alive and takes over and takes control of you. You know, for me it was the cinnamon rolls, and I've talked before about those memories of the unconditional love and the unconditional acceptance that my grandma gave me when she and I sat when I was about 5, 6 years old making cinnamon rolls. And how the smell of the cinnamon and the yeast and playing in the dough and the sugar and the butter and all those things brought back all those memories of unconditional love, unconditional acceptance. And you know, many years after Grandma was dead and gone, anytime I felt the least bit unloved, I was in the bakery buying cinnamon rolls to get that fleeting moment of unconditional love and unconditional acceptance. It brought me back to that place. Well, the inner child is just a metaphor. There's lots of different ways of describing this phenomenon and working with it. And another one is taking a look at what Shakespeare said. You know, he said that life is a stage. So it's kind of like you have a live theater up there, or perhaps for you a movie might be a better description. And there's all the various parts, the various aspects of yourself up there on the stage, or up there on the movie screen, and you know, each one has a role. And if any one of those parts of yourself was missing, there'd be a hole in the script. You know, so it's not about eliminating any part of ourself or getting rid of any part of ourself. Each one has an important role to play in telling the story. But you know where we run into trouble is, and I'll use myself as an example. Back when I used to weigh about 110 pounds more than I do now, my 5- and 6-year-old little boy, he was the one that was directing the movie of my life. And he kept using the same storyline, the same script over and over and over. And any time there was any uncertainty, any insecurity, had to go get bakery goods, had to recreate those feelings of love and acceptance and security. And it doesn't work real well when in your 20s, your 30s, your 40s, your 50s, or older, when a 5- or 6-year-old person is writing your script. Now the beauty of all this is you really do have choice. And I teach all my weight loss clients with Slender for Life, and as well as other clients for other issues, I teach them all self-hypnosis. And I use the light switch 1-minute self-hypnosis technique so that you can give yourself suggestions, take yourself into a relaxed hypnotic state, and bring yourself back up in 1 minute. That way you are the one that always are in control of what's going on. So here's this 5- or 6-year-old boy writing the script and directing the movie of my life, and it doesn't work real well. You know, here I am today, grandfather of 5 granddaughters and 2 counseling offices and websites and all those things. It really wouldn't work real well for a 5- or 6-year-old boy to be writing that script and directing that movie. What has to happen is that I, the adult, present-day Roger Moore, be present and conscious in my body and making those conscious choices, conscious decisions, and realizing that I do have a choice. And I don't have to write the same script that I used to always write. That I can write a whole new storyline today. I can actually do it different today than I did 5 minutes ago, or I did yesterday, or last week, or 20 years ago. I can do it differently today. And that's the beauty of taking control, being responsible for your own thoughts, taking responsibility for your own emotions, and making conscious choices, conscious decisions about your life, rather than being on autopilot and letting that younger part of yourself run the show based on what worked back many, many years ago. So I invite you to come to Hypnosis Health Info. And up across the top bar there, you'll see information on hypnosis and self-hypnosis, and click on those various tabs. And anything you ever want to know about hypnosis and how to do the self-hypnosis and the light switch self-hypnosis technique, you're going to find written descriptions, you're going to find audio descriptions, you're going to find videos on YouTube that would support you in learning how to use this tool and to put your present day adult at choice and in control of your movie or the play that you're running in your life, no longer having to have old past parts of yourself running the play. And to me, that's a marvelous thing, to be able to have mastery in my life and be in control, to be the master of my choices, my thoughts, my emotions. So I wish you a great day. This is Hypnosis Health Info, and I'm Roger Moore.